Hello and welcome to this episode of Motors for the Masses, and today I'm going to show you what it's like to attempt to start my 1991 Kawasaki ZXR400. Now this bike has been sitting here untouched for about 3 months and I haven't started it, and I usually like to start it every couple of weeks at least if I don't ride it, and I haven't. So I don't know if it's going to start. I hope it is, but I'm going to show you the technique on how I start the bike, and hopefully it'll run. So let's roll the intro and get cracking. So for ease of use, I'm wearing my helmet so I can have the camera on the front. So there it is. Let's get in there and start it. Squeeze past the Triumph. Out, bang my head on the ceiling. Nice. Alright, now of course I have maintenance chargers plugged in, all these, so I have to unplug that first. So, oh, there we go. Alright. Okay, so that is out. Now, fuel on the side here. Turn the fuel on and start the bike. So, ignition on, that's good. Now, because of the fuel, I always like to stand this as upright as possible. Choke on. Let's see. Okay, that should have pumped some fuel through. Give it a second and then we'll try it again. I've got to hold the choke on because otherwise it'll just drop back by itself like that and die. Oh, it's just starting, that's good. Oh, what a fantastic bike. 3 months has sat here unused. I've got to hold the choke on because it won't stay there on its own. It'll start to gradually move back and the bike will die. But yes, look at that, look. Now make no mistake, I now have the 10-minute wait to try and make sure it starts and runs next time. So I have to wait for it to warm up. And that is not a 30-second job. Right, that is now there. Now of course the choke is still needed, so I'll give it a bit more, let it tick over at about 3000 RPM. Now I'll let it sit there and tick over for a few minutes and then we'll come back. Now the bike has sat here running for approximately 5 minutes. The temperature gauge is just starting to go up. I don't know if you can see in there, temperature gauge. And you can probably hear also some gearbox chatter. Can you hear that? Now this has got a brand new clutch and a new clutch basket in it, and it still does the chattering thing. However, this is quite common on these bikes. Now if you pull the clutch in, it disappears. Have a listen. Hear the difference now? It's a lot smoother. And I'll let the clutch out again. That chatter comes back. Now I haven't revved it at all yet. I haven't touched the throttle once yet. So I'm now going to give it a little rev. I'm expecting it to cut out because that's what it does, because it's not quite up to temperature yet. We do have a quarter way up the gauge, so it's possible it might rev. Let's see. Oh yeah, there we go. No, a bit too much. Start straight away. Beautiful, love it. Great bike this is. So sat here for 3 months, hasn't been started, it's been on my maintenance charger, and what a fantastic bike. I love this, I love riding this, and I don't ride it enough. Okay, let's give it a short tickle. Now these bikes like to be revved. Now with this original style but rather beefy Micron exhaust, it sounds epic, especially when you're riding. They're quite revvy bikes anyway. As you can see, it doesn't redline until it hits 14,000 RPM. Is it 14,000? It's hard to tell, isn't it? 14 and a bit, there you go. Right, here we go. Better, getting better. Temperature's still around the quarter mark. The fan, I think, has just kicked in. Still a bit grumbly. Once that is warmed up, that will rev very quickly and very sweetly. And that is how I start and run my ZXR400. It's going a bit fumey in here now. You can't see it, but I can just feel it in my eyes. I have sort of enclosed myself at the end of this. Much better now, much better. Now you can bugger off my bike, bloody spider. Don't touch it. Starting to rev a bit better now. And we've got quarter temperature. That's good, I like that. Bit of a flame popping out of there as well. That was nice. Too much fuel perhaps, I wonder? No, it's fine. There we go. And now she's revving beautifully. Excellent. Let that tick over a few more minutes and then turn her off. Wait for it to cool down. Cover her up again. And lock it all away. Fantastic. So there you go. So there we have it. Right, the clutch shutter goes away when you put the clutch down. And now let's have a listen to that rev now it's nice and warm.